Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. Boy, do I have. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything action packed or anything new. I'm just going to be working on my Bulbasaur drawing. Not really a fan of it. Hopefully, I can wrangle up. Is it Wrangle Pringles? Uh, but hopefully, I can get something constructive happening today. And then hopefully I can move the drawing forward. It's been taking me a lot longer than I expected to draw, but it is what it is. And it's one of those things that it's one of those drawings you're just going to struggle doing for a while. And unfortunately, I wish it would go faster, but it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, actually. Alrighty then, let's go. Boom. So I hope you are doing well today. I am doing pretty good. Let's see what I got to do today. I am going to be working. I think what I'm going to do for this next 30 minutes is basically work on the line details on the Bulbasaur, like onion gourd thing. I'm just going to kind of play around with that today and see what happens. But I've been thinking about what I need to do in order for that to work, is I am going to make this transparent so that I can kind of at least see where my lines are at. And then we're just going to go in and zoom in right here, and we're just going to work on these lines here. And we're going to use it kind of like as a way to kind of warm up. It's going to warm up here. Just kind of play around and so forth. Whoops, that's the wrong color, man. Oh, wowzers, wowzers. I hope you're doing well. I am. It's been a very hectic day. I've been very productive. I just got a little bit of like a bad news. So what I do for like a side as a side gig is I've been selling stuff on eBay, and been have a lot of returns. And it's not for the product. It's not because I've been a bad seller. It's just because the product that I sent just didn't fit the item. And that's okay, right? That's okay to have that happen. It's just it can be a big like drag, like to kind of get that all squared away. You gotta do some communication. You gotta communicate the buyer and see how you can get this um, going, or get this to work, or get it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna be working. What am I doing? What am I pressing? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening here? Oh wow, man. Let me tell you. It's been a day. Actually, no, it hasn't been a day. It used to be like a big day where a big day for me used to be getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just don't do that anymore. I started doing it, or I tried to do it, and I was like, nope, we're not going to do that. We were definitely not going to do that anymore. It just wasn't necessary to do it. I used to do it. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to the show. I'm just kind of playing around. Would it be a show? Is this a show? I don't know. I'm sure a lot of Twitch streamers are saying, "Hey, this is a show." Or okay. I think there's very few like Twitch streamers and YouTubers that would actually consider like it being a show. So like when I say this is a show, I don't really know. That's kind of subjective. It could be entertainment. I don't know. So I'm just kind of working with the lines here. It's going to take me a little bit of time to kind of get warmed up. Probably going to spend some time, I think about 30 minutes on it, and then I'm going to call it a day. Just kind of playing around with the line quality and so forth. And then I want to get all the lines kind of squared away, because I don't want to have to go back and work on lines for this drawing. So I'm just going to get the lines kind of squared away here, and then I'll have everything ready to go for the coloring, because I didn't have the lines fully finished. I thought that I was kind of done, but it turns out I wasn't done. Look how gross these lines are. They're kind of gross. Anyways, that's another thing to kind of talk about later on if I think about it. When I'm doing this, I really don't know, like, what's a good amount of lines to kind of put in here. So I'm just kind of going by feel. I'm just kind of going by feel and hoping that it kind of pans out. And that can come off as like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. And you're right, I don't, man. I don't know what I'm doing about 50% of the time. I wanted to say 60, but I think that was just being like negative. No, I want to. There's things that I know I'm very fond of. I understand very well in art, and then there's things that I'm really clueless on. And when it comes with regards to like Photoshop and working in Photoshop, I'm very clueless on like what things I can be doing, what could be good, you know, uh, what things I need to be doing. And I'm sure there's things I could be doing that could really speed up this process for sure. And, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? Right? You can't really do anything about it. Oh gosh, I I wish I had turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone that's doing a recording, that's doing a time lapse, because my internet's having a little bit of an issue. Yeah, thank you. What's VAEFYI stand for? I've been getting a lot of the weird acronyms happening here, and I have no clue what they mean. I don't know if people are sending me links. Volume does it mean like volume something. I know what for your info, FYI. Yeah, buddy. So here we are, just drawing away, just drawing away. I'm very pleased today that I actually was able to get to do this at this time, because because I was really, really worried. I was worried that I wouldn't get to it until later tonight, and I need to be better. I need to be better with like how I organize my day. And I'm trying to. It's getting a little bit better. I think once I start working on my schedule and having my calendar kind of like um, available, or at least have my calendar like functioning, because I don't have a functioning like calendar at this moment. Like I have a calendar and I've been trying to write in it, but it's been very difficult. Like excuse me. I hear like there's all these gurus and all these like people online telling you how to like work your day, like, oh, you just need to be on a schedule, and you just need to uh write down what time you're doing things. And that's all fine and dandy, but like what happens is I try to do that, and then I can't even find the time to uh to write in my calendar, or the time that I want to do it, which is like late at night, like the before I go to bed. I'm just so exhausted that I don't even want to pursue such an endeavor. I don't want to do that, and it just sounds very like lazy of me. But yeah, maybe it is a little bit lazy. I mean, I am. Was it? What's the I deserve to be a little bit lazy from time to time. I mean, I've been doing live streams for the past almost a year straight. I've done a live stream every day for a year straight. I deserve to be lazy, to some extent. You know, so I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm just kind of adding lines here. I'm going to do so many lines that I'll probably decide that, oh, this is way too many lines. So what happens here is you want, when I'm doing these type of things, is I like to go overboard before I like to go a little bit overboard with these lines, because I think it's better to go overboard in these instances than to undershoot it because you never know. You don't know what is too much until you do it. Um, right? And it's kind of like a way of kind of a experimentation. It's kind of like pushing yourself outside of your like comfort level here. So that's why I'm going a little bit overboard with a lot of these lines here, is because I want to really understand like what is too much and then what's too little. And I'd rather do too much than too little in these instances, because I think it's just going to make me understand like levels of when it's going to make me understand when I need to stop. No, like when to stop, because oftentimes you don't know when to stop in a drawing, and that's a thing that I had a lot as a teacher and as a designer. When I was teaching design and drawing, people would ask me like, when do I stop? And like you will know when to stop when like when it happens. And that sounds like a stupid answer, but you just won't know until you see it happen in real life, you know. And so I'd rather go overboard on these than to kind of undershoot it, because I think it's going to make me better in the long run. Yeah, so I like this line quality, and this gets me thinking. It makes me think that I might want to even undersaturate some of the colors on the Bulbasaur here. I think that might be cool. Like it'll have the reason why is because if you that might be a good like thing to do, actually, like visually, to have like you'll have like competition of tones, you know. This gets me thinking that maybe I might want to try some sort of like, what's a wet. Ooh, whoa, look at these. I got some what's this? Ooh, no, 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 we don't want that. um Ooh, some sort of ink brush settings. What do these look like? Ooh, that might be something I might want to use for my ink. Oh yeah, I am probably going to use this ink brush here. Not for this one, because it's too late, but maybe for my next Pokemon, or maybe this one. What about this one? Oh yeah, we're definitely going to tap into that. I have these ink brushes from Photoshop, and I never use them. And I was just using kind of like a. Let's see here. Oh, is it even drawing? Anyways, Sumi Clip. What's this one do? I'm just playing around here at the moment. I want to see what these brushes do. Marker. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Like a marker, Um, a marker chisel. Um, a marker. I might use these. I think I will. Chalk. Ooh, that chalk's kind of cool. I could use that for something. Like if I were to use like um like right here, I could take this color and make like a chalk. Ooh, yeah, look at this. If I take this color, ooh, yeah, that would be nice, dude. That'd be sweet. Anyways, I digress. Let's go back to working on this. What's this vinyl scraper do? A vinyl brush, a vinyl scraper. Ooh, look at that. Now that is a nice thing to do. Ooh, yeah, I'll use that for my next drawing. But not for this one. I just been playing. I just wanted to play around with them and see what I had. Let's see here. We're gonna go to the basic. What brushes were we doing? Basic brushes? No. the ink round. That's what I was using. Sorry, I kind of like went out of like I just went out of nowhere. I just kind of like decided to play around with some ink brushes here. Because that's what I've been wanting to do. I was like, I need to take a moment to look at some of the brush options I have. Because I really do think I need to do that. Now, after playing with those brushes, all these, like this ink brush that I'm using is like totally weak sauce. It's like Taco Bell weak sauce. That's what it is. Yeah, Taco Bell weak sauce. Just kind of playing around here. You never know. You never know like what is too much until you do it, and that's fine. And it's good to kind of touch those, kind of to really uh, get into to kind of touch that to push those boundaries. You know, it's good to push those boundaries from time to time. And a lot of us, some of us can be very afraid. We're kind of worried of like making mistakes, and mistakes are good things. The mistakes are like happy accidents, man. Bob Ross wasn't lying. Happy accidents are a thing. It's it gets us to grow. It gets us to think. If we weren't making mistakes, we wouldn't know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. Then again, I've been doing live streams forever, so apparently I've been doing a lot of things wrong. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. I'm not here to give you answers. I'm here to do some drawing and hopefully entertain some people, maybe make some people happy, or motivate them to draw. And that's a good thing, man. Motivate that person to seek excellence in whatever area that they're in. Um, anyways, all right. And what this is doing, going over the edge like this, it's helping me psychologically because it's loosening me up to less clean lines. Because when I first started doing this, my lines were very shaky. Look how shaky that is. And even though they're still shaky, they're a little bit more confident because I have a little bit more like a little bit more of experience using, this particular brush. And that's that's that can only be a good thing, to have. And I wonder like what is too much and what's too little. Like, am I putting too much effort in here? Is that the case? Am I putting too many lines? Maybe. Um, should I do less? I don't know. Possibly I might have to think about doing less. But I won't know until I kind of just do it. And that's what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to purposely go overboard on some of this stuff so that I can know like where the visual limits should be, you know, what I should be thinking about in future drawings, and also this to kind of just to get better. This type of this whole thing right here, I think, is one grand experiment, and it's always good to kind of just play around and like dip your foot in the deeper waters each time. Um, and that's what this does. Is doing these live streams kind of dips my foot into deeper waters. Hey, how you doing? Darn, I almost had a person in, and they left before they can enter. You're like, oh, this is boring. This is boring. Oh man, it's so boring. They're just drawing Bulbasaur. I've seen Bulbasaur. I got 5 of them in my GameCube. Is it in GameCube? Do they even have a Pokemon game for GameCube? I wouldn't even know. Oh man, I played my first game in like years. I opened up Destiny and I started playing it, and I was so upset. Not because I was sucking, and I was sucking royally, but because like they changed the whole interface so much that I didn't even know where I was at. Like I didn't know what was going on. They've had so many campaigns and new things occur in that game space that I'm like, what is happening? Uh, eh, like I know that there's Earth and like I'm traveling to places and I'm like, what is going on? And they didn't even like say, hey, welcome back. We noticed that you haven't been on here for a long time. Sorry, there's been so much happening that you won't know what to do. And I was like, what is going on? I don't know what I need to be doing. Um, I Am I on a new campaign or what is it was just so different. Like it was the same, but it was so different. Like everything was, visually the same, but there were so many things different with the interface, especially like the main menu. I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of like just very confused with what I needed to be doing. And so I didn't play long because I just decided to not play. I think because it was just too confusing, and I didn't have it was really late at night, and I didn't have like the patience to kind of fiddle around with it. And so I decided to not fiddle around with it. I decided just to kind of go to bed, and maybe I'll come back to it again. I would like to come back to it again. I just need more time. I need more available time, and all my time is kind of devoted to doing things like this like adding doing my live stream and hoping for the best. um but yeah, here I am drawing away. This is a weird thing that occurred last night. I was at work, and I was walking outside, and I, um, I was at work outside for a second, and a driver drives past me, and all I hear is this like grinding noise, like literal grinding noise. And I look to see this kid, literally, this kid had a full on flat tire. Not like, oh, your tires, you got a hole in your tire and it's getting low. You need to get that fixed. No, he had a full on flat tire, and he was just grinding the rim and the tire onto on the road. And I saw him X turn. He was in a parking lot. He could have stopped and pulled himself into a parking spot and did something about it. Like he could have got a spare. He could have called AAA, I guess. But he proceeded to turn off onto the road and then drive off into the highway. And I'm like, did you not hear your like rim dying? Did you not hear your car's tire and rim just like shredding to bits? I'm like, man, what happened? I'm thinking to myself, man, kids, man, they like I was naive when I was a kid. Don't get me wrong. I was a dumb boy, dumb. Still am, but I digress. Um, I thought to myself, even I knew that if that happened, I would have to change the tire. And even if I had very little experience changing the tire, I would have done my best to change the said tire. And it's not rocket science, but it is a skill. But that kid just kept driving down. I was like, oh my gosh, what? To myself, I thought, what like what shock is he going to have when he gets home and he leaves, he exits the door and he sees that his car's torn to shreds? Is he going to be pissed, or or is he going to be like, so that's what that noise was? Whoa, I couldn't think. I thought I was hearing things. Oh, that's what happens when I drive with a flat. I don't know why they turn into I don't know why the kid turned into like a goofy a goofy high pitched crazy mad scientist voice from like The Simpsons, but that's what it sounds like. But yeah, I was just really astounded. Like, dude, you know your car. I wanted to shout out to him, but like he just passed by, and I just like I didn't register what was occurring in my head. In my head, you know, like you know, ever had those times where you see something happen and your mind says, "Hmm, that's an odd occurrence," and then your mind starts making connecting the dots. You're like, "Oh," and you start to say to yourself, "I should do something about that." And then before you even have a chance, you're like, it's too late. The thing occurred. Someone's the person's already left, and you're like, oh no, I guess I can't do anything about it now. I really can't. And you're like, so that's what happens. So I saw it happen, and I was like, maybe I should do something. And I thought maybe if I shout out and yell to him, "Hey, your car's tires is flat." You know, if I yelled at, like screamed it out to him as loud as I could, maybe he would have heard me over his grinding gear, his grinding rim, shedding like being filed down on the on the concrete. He would have heard me, and he's like, "Huh?" He probably wouldn't have heard me. Is what I'm trying to say. He probably would not have heard me as I shouted to him that his car's rim and tire need to be checked at. Now, if he went on the highway, he probably will not be able to. He's probably going to have to get a new whole, instead of it just being, oh, I need a new tire, it's going to be like, oh, I need to fork out a new rim. And those, I do not know how much they cost, but they're not going to be cheap. Tires aren't cheap, but like a rim and a tire, my gosh, that auto shop's going to be like, hey, hey, making some money today. Um, they're not gonna be. Maybe they will. Maybe they're like, I'm making some money off this kid. He didn't even know how to change the tire. He didn't even hear the darn thing. No, no, no. They'll say that in the lunchroom or something. Because you know you're at work, you like to gossip and stuff. Okay, I think I'm done with the with maybe not. I think I'll think about it. I might be kind of done with this area. I don't know. I've been kind of like laxadosio, lax on the lines here. I'm kind of like just adding lines to add lines and then seeing what happens. And then if I like them, I like them. If I don't, I'll erase them a little bit. I've been trying to treat it more kind of like yeah, just have a little bit more fun and not think so much about whether or not these lines I'm adding here are like the best lines to write to add. Uh, because I don't know why. I think it's just right now for me, it feels like the right approach for this type of drawing. You know, just feels like the right approach to do this drawing is to be a little bit more organic and so forth. And I think this is pretty good. I think this area is the best. Um, with regards, I think what I might need to do is add some more of these penciled thin lines here with the time frame that I have left. And I was avoiding this area because I thought, you know, it's lighter over here, and maybe I'll focus more on the colors and like adding value and such. I don't know that I could change my mind about that. You know, I'm human, and and this is my drawing, and I can change my mind and work on it in a different manner a little bit later. But this is what I have so far. I think this is pretty good. Um, I think there could be things done better. I think what I might do before I go for the day is I might add some cross hatching here on these areas. You know, it's a little bit of cross hatching kind of going right here, um, and not really worrying too much on whether or not these are the best lines to do. My goal is just to kind of do them and then kind of think about them, like brood on them a little bit later, and kind of just think about them later on. And maybe they'll be, I'll erase them. Maybe I won't. I probably can't erase them anyways. So I'm just kind of adding them in there. And let's add some more right here. Let's add some like some stuff like this. Yeah, just kind of adding some hatching here and there, and then we'll just see what happens. You know, it's kind of having fun here. And being a little bit more spontaneous with the line work. You notice how they're more jarring and agitated. I think that's what I'm kind of trying to go for here, is to kind of be a little bit more like less mechanical with it, and have a little bit more like just more it feels more human and more organic, and I kind of like it, you know. I think I'm done. No, I want to do this side and do a little bit right here. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Put this here. Maybe add some like right here. And kind of. Yeah, I'll do. Look at that. I think that's pretty good. Not bad. I think I want to leave it like that for now. I might add more line work later, but I want to go ahead and start working on the line work for Bulbasaur and see what how that comes up, what that is like. Um, and then yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and erase this, and it's gonna be 22 day. What day is it? 332. So that's it for today. I think there's been some major progress here. I got some things I want to think about, and hopefully I'll be able to um, add some of these ideas to for next week when I work on this. I'm going to work on it next week as well, which makes these drawings incredibly slow. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world / the most prolific. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out. And if you want to find me, just look up my name, Matt Pierson Art. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you stay classy. Cheers.